All right, Treigh, now that the dust has settled a little bit, you guys had an amazing year this year, had success that Dreher football hasn't been used to in a long, long time. Now that you've had some time to reflect, kind of look back a little bit on this past season.
Yeah, it was a good year. Finished 7-4, made the playoffs, went down to Berkeley and played those guys a tough game, came up a little bit short. But the goal at the beginning of the season was to get better every week, and I thought we did that. We had some hurdles to overcome throughout the season, but really proud of our kids' ability to get past that and finished 3-2 in the region, 4-1 non-region, and we had some really big wins for our program this year, and I feel like we're heading in the right direction. We're going to lose some important pieces to our team this year, but we've got some nice pieces coming back. So overall, pleased as a coach. You set goals that you think are realistic, and you always want to try to do a little bit better than that. But at the end of the day, I kind of think we finished about where we were. We finished behind Flora in our region, and they had a fantastic team and a really good year. But at the end of the day, we're kind of happy with where we are. Not satisfied, but we understand.
Treigh, what's going to be the key to continue to build on this success and to continue this momentum into next year? What are kind of the top two or three things that you're going to have to do and that the kids are going to have to do to make that happen?
Yeah, that's a good question. We really need to develop our players. Something that I spoke with you about early on in the year is trying to build depth. We got beat up again at the end of the year this year, and we did an okay job with that, but we've got to develop our talent. We've got to get bigger, stronger, faster. Going around talking to other coaches and find out what other programs are doing, but just continuing to build. We've got some nice pieces coming back, especially up front, and Avery's coming back at quarterback, and Cookie. We got some nice pieces, and we've got some good players on defense coming back, Lamar Sims. But we got to put some pieces around them, and we're going to be inexperienced in some spot. But it's our job as coaches to get those guys up in the weight room and get them out on the track and out in the field and make them faster, and kind of coach them up in what we need them to do as far as their positions. But overall, just developing our players. That's our big thing.
Obviously, you have been able to get the kids that play football to buy into what it takes to win. That's something that, for whatever reason, hasn't happened here for decades, essentially.
Right.
What do you credit, what's the key to whatever you and your staff do that has gotten this? And I hate it when people always say the change of culture.
Right.
But it's hard. That's pretty much the way to describe it. You've changed the culture here to where football matters. How have you done that, you and your staff?
I think the big thing is just hard work. I mean, it's nothing magical. We kind of lead by example. I have great coaches here that work really hard, and we've got kids that work really hard. And I tell them all the time, you get out of life what you put into it, and they see us working nonstop on trying to make ourselves better to help them, and then I think it kind of translates. But it's nothing secretive. We just try to outwork our teams, and we put a lot of time in. We give them some time after the season to recover, but during that time, we're trying to figure out how we can improve to help them. And come in December, January, we're working on the 2015 season. And they know it's a process. You have to put that work in then to be successful in August and September and October. So I think that's the big thing is, they see us work and they believe themselves. They know how hard it is to do what they do in each area, and they want the results. And we've had a little bit of success. We've had, going back to Coach Steps last year, 3 winning seasons in a row here. And we keep telling them, that we want to take another step each year, and they've embraced that. So, again, I think it's just a simple blue-collar attitude of how hard can you push yourself, and we try to tell those guys that, this transfers over to real life. If you want to be successful in real life, you got to work at it.
One thing that impressed me during the course of the year, and this goes for a lot of schools, obviously, most of the schools, but you really had some good kids.
We did.
I mean, the incident that happened at Camden, we all know about that, it's unfortunate, and one of the things that I was most disappointed in is that people that have no idea who your kids are, automatically read, oh, there was a fight, so they must be a bunch of bad kids over
Right.
there. When in fact is you genuinely, you had some terrific. Most of your kids have, close to all your kids are really, really good people.
We have great kids, and even the young men that were involved in that, they're good boys, and I still see them around school today, and we have good relationships. But it makes my job a lot easier when you have good kids that understand what we do every day to try to help them. That's why we do what we do. And you're right. I mean, I'm fortunate. I go home and tell my wife all the time that I'm a lucky guy to be able to do this, something I enjoy, and I don't have to deal with kids that don't want to do it. I mean, I have really good kids.
Spring practice first week of May.
Yep.
First week of May.
Still,
little time
to get there, and like I said, we got a lot of work to do before then. So.
Well, Coach, I really enjoyed covering you and your program this year, and can't wait for next fall, man.
I appreciate it. I thank you for all you do for our program.
Thanks, man.
All right.